Hey everyone! Welcome back to more Making My Brother Play Otoma games. I'm Kaylin.
I'm Nathan.
And last time we left off with a cliffhanger.
Yep, evil bad guy standing at the doorway, waiting to kill us.
Great start.
Yeah, it's a great time. Nothing like near murder to bring some excitement to the day.
Up your adrenaline. Okay. And here we go.
Here we go.
It was dark, inside and out, and I couldn't see his face. He just stood there. I felt a chill right up my spine. Did you need something?
Yes, he needs your death.
Your blood!
Yeah. Blood. I need blood.
Well then. Eek!
Sorry.
He was one of the furies. Or maybe he just needs a blood transplant.
Yeah. Needs a transfusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's just, he's kind of been hard up.
He's a little anemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. That sounds like one of your evil giggles, Nathan.
Give me the blood!
I could see now that his face was twisted to madness. His eyes shone like twin fires in the night. His hair glistened white in the moonlight. He was a member of the Fury Corps, and he was utterly and completely mad. I had to call for help. I couldn't possibly face a deranged superhuman monster on my own.
Or could I?
No, I couldn't call for help. If I did, then the secret of the Furies would get out. That would be bad for the Shinsengumi. I had to find another way. The Fury, unfortunately, was not similarly encumbered by doubts. His sword hissed through the air, and I felt the metal of its blade burn into the flesh of my arm. Gah! Blood sprang from the cut. I pressed down on it desperately with my free hand, but to no avail. Thick red liquid spilled between my fingers, fled down my arm and onto the floor.
Yes! Blood! Give me blood!
He began to creep toward me, his movements odd and jerky like a massive spider. Gross. I backed away from him until I felt my back hit the wall. I was going to die. Suddenly, I remembered Okita's words from earlier that day.
Stop being so timid. You can rely on us when you need to.
That was it then. My death wasn't worth their secret. Someone help!
Blood! Blood!
You're getting a little too into that role. He was on his hands and knees, licking my spilt blood off the floor. There was no samurai there. There wasn't even a person in him anymore. The blood on the floor had distracted him, but I knew that it would only last precious seconds. If help didn't arrive soon. The seconds went by like hours. Please, I begged, to any god who might be listening, let someone come.
Not enough! Not enough!
He looked up from the floor. My sleeve was soaked in blood from the cut on my arm. His eyes locked onto it, and I saw them light up with animal hunger. His grin was a nightmarish thing.
Yes, that's... Give me more of your blood!
No! Don't wanna. There was no doubt. He was going to kill me. I froze.
Hey! You alive?
Yes! Hijikata had appeared in the doorway, his sword already drawn and shining in the moonlight.
Gah!
The Fury spun to attack Hijikata, but the commander's sword was faster. Shing! His twisted cry reverberated from the walls of the room, but he still stood despite the wound Hijikata had given him, sword in hand.
Get over here, now! He put his sword away. That was a dumb idea.
Yeah, yes. As I ran to his side, I heard other footsteps pounding down the hallway. In a mere moments, they resolved into the figures of the other captains.
Shit! This is bad! I don't think he can even understand us. Yeah, he's too far gone. We can't let him live.
At some unspoken signal, a chorus of blades slid from their scabbards.
Shin, Sano! Don't screw this up! Who the hell do you think we are, Heisuke? If a captain can't take out a simple soldier, even if he is a fury, he'd have to resign, assuming he wasn't dead.
They fanned out quickly, surrounding the wounded soldier. That soldier. There was no escape. The captains all attacked at once, and the fury died almost instantly. Skewered. The excitement was over. Or so I thought. But it hadn't been only the captains who'd heard my cry for help.
Uh-oh.
This guy.
Damn it. Oh, what on earth happened to this man? Oh, this room has been stained with blood. How savage.
His voice and his face were filled with shock and horror. I imagine he's pretty confused.
Why have our captains cut down one of their own men? Explain this at once. What happened here?
The captains fell silent.
My apologies. My lack of discipline is at fault here.
Sonnen, you're supposed to be dead. Sonnen? His appearance surprised me and likely everyone else. It seemed like it would have been more prudent for him to remain hidden. Needless to say, the appearance of a man he thought dead did little to improve Ito's disposition.
Sanan? What are you doing here?
Ito's usual composure was almost entirely gone, and he gaped openly at Sonnen. I couldn't really blame him. I probably would have done much the same thing if I saw a dead man walking and talking.
I will explain later, but first we must clean up this mess.
Sonnen's face looked tight and drained. As the commander of the Fury Corps, he likely felt responsible for what had happened, as the man who had gone mad was supposed to have been under his control.
It's not your fault, Sanan.
It kind of is, though.
It's just a side effect of the treatment, right? Nothing you could do. What? What are you saying? Treatment? What are they talking about, Sanan? I'm afraid I cannot divulge that information.
Sonnen's gaze slid to Ito for a moment, but he said nothing further. After all, what could he possibly say? How could one admit that they had been creating inhuman monsters in secret, out of one's own soldiers? Ito's composure regained at last, he leveled a glare at Sonnen.
I was told that Sanan had passed away, and with no reason to doubt that information, I believed that it was true. I see now that you've all conspired against me.
That's true.
I am the deputy commander of the Shinsengumi. To do all of this without informing me, I dearly hope you have a satisfactory explanation.
They didn't trust you. That's the explanation.
If all you're going to do is bitch, why don't you do us all a favor and shut up? What? How dare you speak to me in such a manner? Hijikata, you! Calm down now, Ito.
Kondo's always so optimistic.
I'm sure Toshi didn't mean to snap. We're all just a little on edge right now. You have to understand. Oh, I understand all right. I understand that you are savages, each and every one of you. I cannot abide the company of such uncivilized cretins any longer. Cretins. Sorry.
Cretins? Yeah, I think it's Cretins. Anyway.
You little one-eyed cretin. First of all, it's Cretins.
Cretin.
If you're gonna insult me, do it properly. As for you, Sonnen. As for you, Sonnen, when you are finished here, and I expect to hear why you are not in fact deceased, and why this was hidden from me.
Explain to me why you aren't dead.
Are you listening to me, Sonnen?
Well... Sonnen?
And white hair!
Suddenly I realized he wasn't just being dismissive of Ito. There was something very wrong with him. His face was twisted in pain, and he didn't seem to respond at all, no matter how much I shouted his name.
What's wrong, Sanan? Sanan. I'll screw that up 100 times
You
more
get it
before the end of
eventually.
this.
Sanan,
Naomi, get back!
what? His hair had begun to turn white. Ah! By the time I realized what was happening, it was too late. Sanan's hand shot out like an angry snake and closed around my wrist. Ow! The strength of his grip was unbelievable. His fingers might have been made of stone for all I could move them. I could almost feel the bones of my arm begin to bend underneath the strain. Ow! Sanan!
Blood. This blood.
Yeah? His finger pressed against my arm too hard, wiping off some of the blood from the cut the soldier had given me.
Please, give me blood. Your blood.
No, let me go.
Stop it, Sanan! Damn it, the smell of blood's driving him crazy! Let her go, Sanan!
Each man still had his hand on his sword, but I could see the hesitation in their eyes. It was Hijikata who finally spoke.
Hold him down! We're gonna have to get a little rough. Damn it. Guess we don't have a choice. Sorry about this, Sanan. Can't let you hurt Naomi.
Oh, thanks. They moved into a circle around Sanan, their blades glinting.
Are you going to kill Sanan? I can't allow you to do that! Ito, it's dangerous here. We should just leave this to Toshi and the guys. Come on. Kondo? What are you... Unhand me!
Kondo pulled a struggling Ito from the room and off down the hall.
Good. Now we've just got to take care of him. It's not going to be easy.
He heals really quickly, so that's... Yeah.
Sanon's always been pretty strong. Now he's... well, you know. Blood. Yes. My body needs the blood.
His tongue flickered out to lick my blood from his fingers.
Alright, that's enough. Come on, Shin. Sanon, let's go.
That's enough creepy talking.
We all attack together. Wait. What? We don't have all night, Hijikata. He's doing something. Yes.
yes,
He's licking blood off of his fingers.
Trying to kill us. Alright.
Sanan, what's going on? What happened?
The madness was gone from Sanan's eyes, and his hair was quickly fading back to its normal color. Sanan?
Yukimura. What am I doing here?
Well, oh thank goodness, you're yourself again. I was relieved to see they hadn't been forced to cut Sanan down, but why had he returned to normal?
What the hell just happened?
I think we're all wondering that.
Your guess is as good as mine. Hell if I know.
The captains weren't the only ones confused. Sanan himself seemed to be just as surprised at his sudden transformation.
I see. So I went mad, just like the others.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you were normal again. I just can't understand how.
How? I don't know. We can figure that out later. First we need to clean up this room. Someone get rid of that body. That floor mat's gonna have to go.
Yeah, once you get something like blood on tatami, there's no cleaning it.
Glad you know what fabric the mat is made out of.
It's traditional Japanese architecture. Plus, I just went to 3 nights of lectures about Japanese culture, so...
And you happen to know what the floor mats are made out of,
Yeah.
because that's deeply important to everybody's history.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Okay, go with it. And we're gonna have to replace this door, because they were all made out of rice paper.
Yep, each of them moved to begin some task that needed doing, and Hijikata turned toward me.
You.
Yes, of course, I'll help too.
You're hurt. What you need to do is rest. He actually looks somewhat
concerned.
concerned.
Oh, isn't that nice?
There actually is a soft, sensitive side to this man.
A little.
You know,
Still bitter.
we're missing, Okita.
Yes, we were missing Okita and Saito.
Saito.
They're not here either.
Since you obviously can't use your room, you can stay in mine for tonight. Oh,
Getting a little
racy
fresher,
here.
aren't we? Your room? Are you sure?
Do I have a choice? Go.
Yes. I had no desire to remain in the blood-soaked room any longer than I had to. It took me only minutes to reach Hijikata's room. Huh? Is it morning already? The sun was peeking through the window, and outside I could hear twitters and chirps of birdsong. And Nathan birdsong. Oh, right. The room I was in wasn't mine. It took me a moment to remember whose room it was, and then all the events of the previous night crowded back into my memory. I saw vividly the man who'd gone mad with bloodlust, felt the sting as his sword bit into my arm. I got cut. I looked down at my arm. I'd wrapped it in bandages the night before, after insisting that I could handle it myself, being the daughter of a doctor. Slowly I lifted it and moved it in a circle. The cut had bled a lot, but fortunately it hadn't been particularly deep. I moved my arm some more. It didn't hurt. It bled so much, though. With deliberate care I unwrapped the bandages. Of course. What had been an ugly open wound the night before was now little more than a faint white line. In a few days, even that would be gone. Well, I guess it's good the wound is gone, but if anyone sees this... After some thought, I rewrapped the bandages. Unless they took them off, no one would know that my arm was completely healed underneath. That reminded me, however, how were they doing? I was awake, so I figured I might as well go out to the common room and see if anyone was there. As I neared the entrance, Ito appeared on his way out. Hesuke and Saito followed in his wake, much to my confusion. Good morning.
No, it's you. Good morning. I'm glad to see you safe and sound.
Thank you. His mood was almost the polar opposite of the previous night. He seemed now to be in rather high spirits. Has something happened?
Oh, would you like to know?
Yes?
I won't tell you.
Rude.
Well, you'll learn soon enough. Isn't that right, Toto? Saito?
What? I cocked an eyebrow at Hesuke and Saito.
Yeah, I guess.
The moment our eyes met, he looked away. That seemed odd. Saito?
You have no need for this information just now.
Unlike his companion, Saito met my gaze straight on, but his eyes were flat and utterly devoid of any emotion.
We should go, Ito. Yeah. See you, Naomi.
And then they were gone, leaving me wondering just what had happened. Weird, huh?
Are you sure it's alright for you to be up and about already?
Oh, thanks for the concern.
Such a caring old man.
He is nice. Inoue and Shimada looked up as soon as I stepped into the common room. I'm fine. I slept really well and I feel a lot better.
That's great. I'm sorry about what happened to you, though. Does your cut hurt? Kaishimada.
Yep.
I feel like we've met him once before, but only briefly.
Yes, that's true. Oh, well, actually it wasn't very deep. It barely hurts at all. I couldn't tell him the truth, of course, that it was already almost completely healed. Oh, I ran into Ito on my way in. Did something happen?
Ah, so you saw them, eh?
He frowned. He said something weird, and Hesuke and Saito were acting kind of strange too.
Yeah, well, Ito and some others are leaving. They're going to form a new group, different from the Shinsengumi.
What? Is that okay?
He had a meeting this morning with the chief and Commander Hijikata.
Bum bum bum.
Guardians of the Imperial Tomb? The encyclopedia has been updated. Yes, I intend to take some of my comrades and leave. We will be appointed official guardians of the Imperial Mausoleum.
Something tells me that Ito took a little bit of offense to not being told all the information.
I have been considering such a move for some time now, but after last night's excitement, I felt this was the right time. I knew when I joined this in Shinsengumi that my imperialism might not be welcome, but I thought we could work past that. I see now that I was mistaken. Just spit it out, Ito. You want to split up the Shinsengumi.
Basically.
Call it what you like, but I can no longer remain in the company of such savages as yourself.
Harsh.
If you insist, then I will do as you ask. Must remember, however, that last night's incident is a result of orders from the shogunate.
I'm not sure Ito is going to be concerned with that.
We cannot allow you to reveal this secret. And I propose a deal. Allow me to depart peacefully, and in turn I will remain silent. I also wish to bring several of your men with me. Very well, but anyone you wish to take must agree to leave.
I'm trying to figure out how Ito is resting his hand under his chin there. It's weird. Like, he's got his chin really tucked in in order to be able to have his fingers touch his chest and have, like, his thumbnail on his chin. It's a weird posture if you try and do it yourself.
I think it's mainly because he's resting his elbow on one of the
he's resting it. Yeah, he is resting his elbow on one of the hilts of the sword.
Well, that could be
That is
how
odd.
he's doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's a random thought.
Of course. I will naturally maintain the fiction that we intend to continue to cooperate with one another. A stance that will no doubt benefit both of us. Cooperation. Fine. Toshi, what do you think? It's your decision. Not mine.
Obviously he doesn't like it. Then Hesuke and Saito.
Yes. They are leaving with Ito. I confess, I'm rather surprised.
No. Then would that mean I could never see them again?
Don't worry. Remember what I said? We're going to keep relations amicable
Amicable.
between our two organizations.
Kondo. It was kind of him to try and comfort me, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something terrible was going to befall the Shinsengumi and its members.
You aren't going to let the men interact with the guard, though, right?
The expression on his face was likely a mirror of my own.
Of course not. He gets to leave, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna let him get away with whatever he wants.
But is this really okay? Ito and the others leaving, I mean.
Ito and his men leaving isn't a problem.
Hijikata's voice was flat, but unconcerned.
Although, I was a little surprised that Heisuke and Saito decided to go with that snake. I'd say with it is more than a little.
From there, the conversation moved on to a discussion of politics and the like that was beyond my ability to follow. And what could I have said anyway? The decision had already been made and there was nothing I could have said to change it. I got up quietly and left the common room. I never thought that something like this could happen. I was especially worried about... choices. Are you worried about the people leaving with Ito, or the people who are still part of the Shinsengumi? The real question is, are you worried about Hesuke and Saito, or are you worried about everyone else here?
I'm kind of wondering...
Hesuke's your buddy.
I'm kind of trying to figure out what that evil, conniving...
What he's up to? That's fair.
Slightly gay-sounding guy has planned.
What worried me most were the people leaving with Ito. Hesuke and Saito. Would I ever get to see them again? Was this goodbye? I wanted to know what they were thinking. Were they still around? As I stood up to go look for them, I spotted Yamazaki walking toward me. Oh, hi, buddy.
I heard you were injured. Are you feeling better?
Yes, I'm fine. Have you, seen Hesuke and Saito?
Todo and Saito?
His expression turned grim at the mention of their names. It was quite clear how he felt about the men who had chosen to leave the Shinsengumi with Ito. Sorry for asking. I turned quickly to leave, but he held out a hand to stop me.
I saw them going that way.
Thanks. My voice came out more cheerful than I'd intended, but he didn't seem to notice.
If you want to speak with them, do it soon. Once they've left, you won't be allowed to talk to them.
Yes.
So
There they were.
There goes our professional ninja.
Yep. He's a good ninja.
Hi-ya.
Hesuke, Saito.
Well, shoot. Looks like you found us. Damn right I found you.
Yep. What are you thinking? Oh, did you want to be left alone? I can go.
Oh, no, of course not. I, wanted to talk to you, too.
Well, then why don't you stay? Good. The smile he gave me was strained.
I imagined we'd see you before we left. If you have something to say, say it.
Right. I wanted to know why they were leaving the Shinsengumi, of course, and why they decided they were going to follow Ito. I just wanted to hear it from you. Why are you leaving the Shinsengumi?
Why, huh?
I hope you've thought about this.
If you ain't got an answer that's just right out of the gate here, you didn't really think this through, did ya?
You might need to rethink your actions here. He scrunched up his face and scratched nervously at the side of his nose.
Well, Ito and I are from the same school. He's my senior, obviously. He joined the Shinsengumi at first because I invited him.
Yeah?
So I feel like I'm kinda obligated to stick with him, you know? I guess that's it.
Hesuke had always struck me as kind, so it was no surprise that he felt he couldn't abandon Ito. But that means you'll leave everyone else behind. You might not ever get to see them again. You're friends.
I'm not really one of Ito's followers, I guess you might say. But I was and am a national imperialist.
It's true. It kind of follows more with Ito's views than the Shinsengumi's.
So it just kind of seems like working for somebody like the Guardians of the Imperial Tomb is a better fit for me than working with the Shogunate.
Welp. What he was saying was that while he and Kondo might agree on nationalism, they differed too much in regard to the Emperor and the Shogun. I couldn't really think of anything to say, so I kept my mouth shut. After a moment he continued.
I'd wanted to just stay here, screw around and have fun with the guys. I mean, we've been together for quite a while, right?
His gaze had drifted off into the distance, and there was something in his profile that seemed almost heartbreakingly lonely. But his mouth was a hard line. His mind was made up. What about you, Saito? I looked up at him.
Joining Ito and his men serves my own ambition.
And we're actually out of time.
Already?
Yeah. Another cliffhanger!
Another cliffhanger.
Woo!
Somehow, joining Ito and his men serves his own ambition.
Yep. So we're gonna ask for some more details about that in the next episode.
Cliffhangers! Bye, everybody.
Bye!